Back to this channel. I want to shed a bit of light on what's currently going on with this official Trump meme coin. I woke up in the middle of the night 2 nights ago to discover that the entire market had tanked, everything except for Solana, which had pumped to new all-time highs, which I was quite happy about because I've got some Solana. And then I discovered what the cause of it was. A bit of a whirlpool had been created around this official Trump meme coin, and all the value from other coins, including Bitcoin, had been sucked into Solana and then was being funneled into this coin. Now, political related tokens aren't new by any stretch. I thought that this particular one had just kind of slipped through the cracks and had gone viral somehow, but there was no way that I considered that it was actually Trump's doing. I thought it was just another person, like one of the millions of new coins up on pump.fun just kind of penetrated into the masses. But this is an actual Trump pump.fun Solana coin, and it was confirmed that it was in fact Trump that did this and his team. This is the website, the only official Trump meme, and it really was him according to his tweets and his team. This is really him. And I'm really disappointed, to say the least. I can't believe that it's come to this. I know a lot of people are quite excited because, the price just keeps going up, and you have the most powerful person in the world shilling a shitcoin, right? So if you're just into line go up, then by all means, this is a pretty good opportunity, it would seem like, right? So a lot of people have made generational wealth because, yeah, these things, when it was released, I mean, it started off, with like 10 million market cap. I think it would have been impossible to get in that early because there would have been too many insiders. But, a lot of people were able to get in like sub, 100 mil market cap, a billion market cap. Even if you got into a billion market cap when it was already more mainstream. If I look here, if I click on the market cap, by the time it was visible on CoinGecko, you could already buy it. You already could see what was happening, and it peaked out at 13 billion. So you could have 13x'd your money doing this, but there is no way of saying it besides this is just another Ponzi scheme. And it's just so shocking to see the degree that like meme coins have come. Usually it's just a joke. It's not really done at such a high scale. But to have the most powerful person in the world create his own shitcoin, shill it to his audience, I think it's so despicable, because at the end of the day, no one is going to make money off this besides a few people, a few crypto degens that are just chronically online. And then, of course, his inner circle. Now, I want to get to the heart of why I find this meme coin just so despicable and why you should absolutely stay far away from this thing. And we've got to talk about the tokenomics. Now, I want to give you a bit of context, right? The last big mania that caused a lot of controversy was the Hawk Tour tokenomics, right? Now, meme coins by themselves, I don't think are inherently bad. One of the good things about tokenomics can be that their launches can be quite fair, and when they're very grassroots orientated, you don't really have any of this pre-sale garbage. It just, it releases on pump.fun or Poopcoin, with like less than $1 million of market cap. People buy it, it goes up, and the holders are just ordinary people. It doesn't go to insiders or anything like this. The problem with the Hawk Tour coin that was so bad was, let's read this analysis here. The cause of this collapse was a network of interconnected wallets selling off large quantities of Hawk shortly after the token was publicly available for purchase. On-chain analysis found that 97% of the supply was initially held by 10 wallets and distributed from there. So the thing is with the Hawk Tour coin is that the people that were in the know, the developers or the people that were part of the inner circle of Hawk Tour, had already purchased the tokens, and they were going to, sell them off when people decided to buy. That's what you would call a rug pull, because the supply is already owned by people. This is what you would call an unfair launch. This is not supposed to be how it goes. And only 3% of the supply was available for public sale. So they've squeezed the supply down, so you only need a few buys to make the price go up. The price goes up a bunch, which tempts more people to buy in. And then when the price gets to a sufficient enough amount, the people that own 97% can pull the rug out from underneath them, dump the funds, and the price will eventually go to zero. In total, 285 investors joined the pre-sale for the token. Of the investors, 30% quickly sold all of their tokens, etc., etc. Now, what if I told you that the Trump coin tokenomics are similar? Not as bad, it's a little more deviously done, but it essentially has a similar thing here. So I'm looking at the tokenomics of the coin, and you can see you've got this little chart here that shows what the distribution is. Now, how much of the token, what percentage do you think went to the public? 20%. Of all the tokens that exist, only 20% have gone to the public. So what's pumped up that coin so far is the fact that there's a restricted supply that's been publicized to the masses all around the world, and they're going for this 20% supply. So who owns the 80%, and what are they going to do with it? So these are what you call unlocks. You've got different groups here. The first one is creators and CIC Digital 1. The second one is creators and CIC Digital 2. Very, very opaque. You know, it's probably all the same people more or less. Creators and CIC Digital 3. And then it goes on, and there's about 6 of these groups here in total. But the first 3 have, what's 36 plus, like 72% of the total supply. And how it works is their tokens are going to unlock at a particular stage. I'm not sure when. I think the next unlock will be like a few months from now. Let's see, it should unlock soon, or maybe it's unlocking day by day. I'm not sure exactly, but those funds are going to come into circulation at some stage. And when you've basically bought in, when it was like worth less than 10 million market cap, and now it's 13 billion market cap, do you think these guys are going to hodl? No, there's absolutely no utility to this token. Of course they're going to sell it. And what do you think is going to happen with the price when only 20% of the total circulation liquidity is in circulation? What do you think when 36% comes in and it all sells? That is enough to take it down to zero. Now, I'm sure they're going to do things to prevent it from going immediately down to zero. So they're just going to, slowly drain out the amount of tokens they have, slowly turning that back into USDT. But eventually that's all going to come out. And then by the time they're done with that, then there's going to be another 18% unlock a month or two later. Then there's going to be another 18%, right? And then there's going to be another total of 8%. Like, that is all going to come out, and all people that are holding now are going to get rug pulled, and they're going to lose their money. Now, is it as egregious as what happened with, say, Hawk Tour or some of the other influencer scams like Andrew Tate's one or whatever? And the reality is yes. It's going to be a bit more sneaky. I think the way that the Hawk Tour people, the way they did it was far more obvious, because they did it all at once, and they owned a lot more of the supply. Whereas with these ones, first, like, the names of these entities that own a large percent of the supply, you have no idea who they are. So you could say, well, it's not Trump, it's not his inner circle, whatever. It's some entity in the Cayman Islands that, I don't know, who knows what it is. But they're going to do it slowly over time, and these unlocks are coming over maybe, who knows, it might be 2 years before all of it's unlocked. So it's a slow rug pull. And long after people have forgotten about this hype, because frankly, people's attention span is too low now, because there's just too many things happening all the time. Trump's going to go into office, and if you thought the past, 4 years have been just wild, just everything under your bingo list of things that could happen, it basically happened. The next 4 years is going to be even more turbulent. So long after, people are going to forget this, right? And by the time they forget it, everyone who's been involved with this thing now are going to be rug pulls. And why has this happened? It is kind of beyond me. Part of me wants to believe that Trump just doesn't understand about this stuff. And look, Trump is like in his late 70s. He's actually an old man. And by the way, as much as I I'm not like really anti-Trump or anything. I would say probably old people shouldn't be in office, because when you wield that much influence and power, they can just make some small decision that has a huge impact, because they delegate things, right? Trump's got an inner circle of who knows how many people. He's got his own family. Then he's got a circle of close associates. They could be 100 people. They have an outer circle of like 1,000 people. They each have their own interests, and you've got a couple of crypto guys in there. It's like, hey, Trump, like, there's this thing called a meme coin. I won't explain it, but it's good because crypto's popular, yada, yada, yada. And Trump's just like, okay, sure, we'll go with it. I'm hoping and assuming that it's just a simple case of ignorance, but I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Barron Trump had anything to do with it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with it, because he's got his dad's ear, especially when it comes to the crypto stuff, which, by the way, has not been all bad. Like, it's great that we've got a pro-crypto president, but Trump, if he does know about what he's doing, he's kind of behaving in the way that a lot of people behave when they first get into crypto. They learn about Bitcoin, they learn about how amazing it is, and then they immediately go into shitcoins. And that's what it was like for me. I was like, prior to Bitcoin, I was into gold and silver. I was, I was really into Austrian economics. And then like years later, I got into Bitcoin because I was so amazed by the fact that it could do everything gold does, but even better. And like 2 months later, I'm like, oh, freaking ICOs, all this crap, right? And I feel like Trump's maybe just on that cycle, and hopefully he'll come to some kind of realization later about the truth of this whole thing. But it's still very sad to see that he's doing this, because I mean, he's essentially going to be rug pulling millions of people, and a lot of people are just going to lose their money. And the thing is, though, like, it's kind of hard to give Trump like the benefit of the doubt with this stuff, because there's already been another coin that he's been released. What is it? World Liberty Finance or something like that, right? And how's that going? World Liberty Finance, I forgot what, Liberty Finance? WLF? World Liberty Financial, I think that's it. Okay, I have to do I have to just type in the whole name, Liberty. Oh, it's also released in Sol as well. I don't know why I can't find it here. World Liberty Financial. But yeah, so Trump's already released a coin. And from what I understand, it's supposed to be, yeah, there we go. It's supposed to be like a fork of Aave, where you can do staking, you can do like some kind of yield farming, something like that, But it hasn't actually taken place yet. But for the most part, it hasn't actually, like, they've just said that it's got utility, but it really doesn't. But at least then they're at least pretending that this coin could do something. But so far, it's just a coin that's just tied to Donald Trump's name. So, like, Trump's just releasing more coins. And then we've got Melania, like, which came straight after. I mean, so Trump's officially released, like, 3 different coins now. Here we go, Melania meme. It's now ranked 94. $1.3 billion dollars in market cap. And he's just going to keep on releasing memes, and I don't think that anyone in his inner circle is going to tell him to stop. And he's just going to keep going it. I just don't get it. Why is it that people get to a certain point of power and decide they need to release a meme coin? Like, I remember, like, what is it? The Paul brothers released some meme coin, rugged a bunch of people. And then Andrew Tate, he was going on about like how bad it was that they did this, and how he's like, I would never do that to my own fans because I love my fans. I'm gonna, like the Paul brothers are so bad because they rug pulled their audience. Then he did the exact same thing in a similar way, and then rugged his audience. And, it's just like, as soon as you get to a certain point of fame, it's almost like you have to create some meme coin and like scam all of your followers. It's so sick. I just can't believe that this is even real. And again, like, today is like the inauguration. Like, today is the 20th in Australia. And the inauguration is like, I know, within the next 24 hours in America. Like, this is one of the most important times in human history, well, modern history at least. This is a really big day for the entire world, and to leverage the attention of this event, and all the attention that has just been funneled into Trump because of just all the many events that have been happening over not just this year but the past decade, to funnel all that attention into a meme coin that ultimately will allow you to just steal everyone's money. It's so wild that this even happen. I can't believe this is happening. You know, it's just crazy. So the end conclusion is, if you can't tell from the tone of my voice, do not buy this token. Do not buy any of these new tokens. I don't care if it was shilled by Trump or Jesus Christ, if he comes down in a second coming. I don't care if Jesus shills a meme coin. Do not buy any of these coins. You will get rugged. You will lose your money. The supply is owned majority by these random shadowy groups who are going to dump on you as soon as their tokens are unlocked. Do not get involved. If you've got any, sell it. Even if you're already at a loss, just get rid of it. And that's it for today. So thank you. See you later.